Good evening, Crabs fans around the world and around the block on the World Wide Web and listening on the radio. Crabs Baseball is on the air. This is Benjamin Schaefer. The band is here, the Crabs are here, the Seals are here, and it's an undersea battle between the Crabs and the San Francisco Seals. The Crabs trying to sweep a two-game midweek series after a stunning comeback last night, trailing 6-0 in the sixth inning. They came up with 9 runs and ended up including a grand slam by... who hit the grand slam? By Kyle Callahan, and ended up winning the game 10-6 last night. And as I said, looking for the sweep tonight. It's a beautiful night in Arcata yet again. Another sunny, warm day today. Very summery here, and the band is here tonight, as I noted. And a beautiful night for baseball. Plenty of room to come on out and check it out, or hang out at home and catch all the action on the air with me. They are exchanging lineups now behind home plate. The Seals manager and Robin Guyver for the Crabs, and let me give you the lineups for the visiting Seals, coached by Todd Cerdez. Number 6, Alex Athanasio, the center fielder, will lead it off. Manuel Ochoa in left field bats second. Drew Mount will be in right field and bat third, and Connor Brown, the first baseman, will bat cleanup. Harbor Harrison at second base bats fifth. Micah Carter, the DH, bats sixth. Cal Koga will catch and bat seventh. Luke Correa at shortstop bats eighth. Kevin Page at third base bats ninth. And on the mound for the Seals tonight, it'll be Kyle Scott. We don't have any statistics on the Seals, not even their one I don't think we even have their one-loss record, so I can't tell you anything about Kyle Scott other than that he's pitching. For the Crabs, Chase Ferlin leads off at shortstop. Jack McCarthy in left field bats second. Alex Aguirre in center field bats third, and Ryan Myers at first base will bat cleanup. Kyle Blakeman will be in right field and bat fifth. Kyler Murphy will catch and bat sixth. Anthony Anwia will be the DH and bat seventh. Jack Crowell at second base bats eighth. Alejandro Lara at third base bats ninth. And on the mound for the Crabs, it's Wyatt Tucker. And Wyatt Tucker comes in with a record of 2-0. He's pitched 17 innings. His ERA is 6.88. In those 17 innings, he's struck out 15 batters, walked 7, and given up 30 hits. So Wyatt Tucker with a good record, but a high ERA will come in to face the San Francisco Seals on a beautiful Wednesday night in Arcata. The wind is blowing gently out towards left field, and the Boy Scouts are here. So everything's in place for some exciting baseball. Excuse me. While they're introducing the players on the field, let's thank a few folks. Humboldt Mortgage, for instance, committed to helping borrowers find quality financing for over 50 years. If you're buying a home, business, or land, Humboldt Mortgage will get it done. Call Bob Lawton at 445-3027. Also, Slice of Humble Pie, whether you want chicken pot pie made from scratch or a decadent slice of chocolate silk pie, Slice of Humble Pie will satisfy any craving. Open every day, Crabs fans and players get 10% off on Mondays just by wearing their Crabs gear. Slice of Humble Pie is located just off the Arcata Plaza, 828 I Street at Bittersweet. You can also order a pie online. Crabs, 24-4 now, 24-3 on the season. So some great numbers, and the team ERA. Here's some general numbers for the team. I think I can give those numbers. Team ERA is 3.16. The Crabs have given up 110 runs. They have scored 234 runs, so they've doubled their opponents in runs scored. Crabs have received 160 walks on the season. Here's an interesting number, and only given up 81. So they've walked twice as often as they've given up walks. As a team, they're batting .303 and slugging .437 as a team with a .421 on-base percentage. And if you put those numbers, if you gave those numbers to an individual batter, that would be quite a good ball player. So Crabs looking good, firing on all cylinders. The defense has been great. The pitching's been great. And they're scoring runs, so, and a lot of power. This team has more power than many of the teams we've seen in the last. And, in fact, Ryan Myers, who homered last night in the 8th inning, has a very good chance to set the season record, which is 9. And that was his 7th last night. Well, here we go. Here's the national anthem. All righty, the Crabgrass Band with the national anthem. Good to see the band here. Now it's time for the first pitch. And we'll be ready to play ball. The Crabs are wearing their bright red jerseys and white pants tonight with the blue caps, traditional blue caps. And the Seals are in gray pants and light blue shirts with black lettering. An undersea battle here at the Arcata Ballpark. This weekend, it'll be a battle of the crustaceans as the Walnut Creek Crawdads come into town. So Crabs against Crawdads. Who knows how that'll come out. So the first pitch is thrown out by a young Cub Scout. And we're ready to play ball. Michael Cowan, the home plate umpire. Daniel Osborne's over at first. And Dan Murphy's over at third. Had some controversy last night during a wild ball game, and Robin Guyver and Ryan Detman ended up getting thrown out of the game. And that was before the Crabs exploded for night. Exploded is too strong. They did get a home. They did a grand slam, but they were helped out by a couple of hit batters and a few walks. But they busted out, let's say, for 9 runs in the 8th inning after having been down 6-0. So a very exciting game last night. Let's hope more of the same tonight, and at least a win on the part of the Crabs. All right, so Wyatt Tucker takes his warm-up pitches, and we're about ready to go here. Another gorgeous day in Arcata. It was hot all day. Shirt sleeve weather now, although it's beginning to cool off a little bit. The field in full sunshine. All right. So to lead it off for the Seals, it'll be Alex Athanasio. He did not play in last night's game. The Crabs defensively are as follows. Wyatt Tucker's on the mound. Kyler Murphy is catching. Ryan Myers at first. Jack Crowell at second. Let's see. Alejandro Lara is at third. Kyle Fernlin at short. Jack McCarthy in left. Alex Aguiar in center. And Kyle Blakeman is in right field. Here we go. Athanasio to lead it off. He's the center fielder. Here's the pitch. And he takes a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. Cool bat. Bright red with a black handle. That's a cool-looking bat. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Another fastball, and it's right down the middle at the knees, and it's quickly 0-2 now on Athanasio. That's fun to say. Here's the 0-2 to Athanasio, and misses high, 1-2. And the pitch. Slider misses away. He did check swing, and they rule that he did not go round. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now, the count to Athanasio. And the pitch. High hopper in the hole on the left side. Knocked down by the third baseman. Picked up by Fernlin. Throw to first is not going to be in time. Lara tried to cut it off and wasn't able to do it. It's going to go for an infield hit. Was hit hard down onto the turf and took several high bounces. Here's Manuel Ochoa, the left fielder. So leadoff batter aboard for the Seals. Here's the pitch to Ochoa and a big swing and a miss at 0-1. His swing befits someone wearing 44. A lot of big hitters worn that number. There's a fastball on the outside corner. 1-1. 2 off the top of my head I can think of are Reggie and Hank Aaron. 0-2 the count. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. Runner takes his lead. Here's the 1-2. Popped high in the air, foul. It's going to drift into the seats on the right side. In other ballparks, the fans reach for the ball. In our ballpark, they cower from the ball. They 1-2 the count. Must be because we're a bunch of liberals here in Arcata. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. The pitch is grounded foul. 1-2 the count. Runner takes his lead. Here's the 1-2. Ooh, fastball just misses high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Athanasio's got a big lead over there. Here's the pitch. It's a grounder over to third. Could be 2. Over to second for 1. Back to first. And it's a 5-4-3 double play. All right. So 2 away. Here's Drew Mount, the right fielder. Mount played in last night's game. He was 0 for 5. And then he wears number 0 in his uniform. And here's the pitch. And there's a high fly ball to right field. Playable. Blakeman is camped under it, and he has it for out number 3. No runs, a hit, no errors. Nobody left, and at the end of 1/2 inning of play, no score. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the first inning. It'll be Fernlin, McCarthy, and Aguirre for the Crabs. Aguirre for the Crabs. And defensively, the Seals go this way. Kyle Scott's on the mound. Cal Koga is the catcher. Connor Brown at first. Harbor Harrison at second. Kevin Page at third. And Luke Correa at shortstop. Manuel Ochoa is in left. Alex Athanasio is in center. And Drew Mount is in right field. So here's Fernland to lead it off. Fernland did not play in last night's game. And he comes in batting. Here's the pitch. He takes down and in, 1-0. 174. Want to know the count. Here's the pitch. Rides high with a fastball, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Line past the shortstop's glove, or off the shortstop's glove, and into left field for a base hit. So Fernlin slaps one into left field. A diving attempt by Correa, but it just glanced off the tip of his glove. So Fernlin aboard with a single. Here's McCarthy. Jack McCarthy last night was 1 for 4. He scored a run. Who didn't? And here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, taken for a strike. McCarthy comes in batting 178. Scott rinds and comes home with a pitch that misses low and away. 1-1 the count. Long look in now from Scott, and he finally is ready to deal, and there's a swing and a miss. 1-2 now to Murphy. Ferlin over at first. Nobody out. Top of the first inning. Here comes the 1-2. And that's fouled up against the screen. So still the count is 1-2. And now toss to first. Pickoff. That was the pickoff move. Ferlin dashing back. Now Scott sets. And the pitch. Tap down to first base. They're going to go to second for the force there, and that's all they're going to get. The ball was hit very slowly. Braun had to rush in on it to get Ferlin at second. So Ferlin's retired 3-6 for the first out of the inning. McCarthy is aboard on a fielder's choice. And here's Alex Aguirre, the center fielder. Aguirre in last night's game was 0 for 4. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run. So McCarthy over at first now with 1 out. And here's the pitch. High in the air and deep to left field. Going back, back, back. It's off the fence. On his way to third is McCarthy. They're going to send him home. The throw is not going to be in time, and the Crabs are going to take a 1-0 lead on a stand-up double off the left field ball by Alex Aguirre. There was no question about the distance. The only question was whether it was high enough to go over the wall. So here's Myers. Hit his 7th home run last night. He also singled in 4 at-bats. Aguirre takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He took something off and had Myers way out in front. Myers, as you know if you've been listening to any of our broadcasts, is a big swinger. He comes in batting .387. Slugging now .699 with a .512 on base percentage. Those are spectacular numbers. 0-1 the count. The runner goes. The pitch is outside. To throw down to third is not going to get him, and it's going to trickle into left field. He's coming home. There's nobody backing up the play, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Crabs. So that'll be a stolen base for Aguirre and an error on the catcher, Cal Koga. Two nothing Crabs. Base is empty now. And here's the 1-1 to Myers. Fastball misses away. Two and 1. The 2-1. Fastball misses away again, and the count 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. Grounded in the hole on the left side and through for a base hit. Knocked down by the shortstop on the grass. But no play, and that'll be a base hit for Myers. Still only one out. Here's Blakeman. Blakeman, I don't think played last night. Nope. He comes in with an average of 283. He's got 7. He's got a home run. And he has 16 RBIs. Myers over at first now. 1 away. 2 runs across for the Crabs. Scott winds, and there's a breaking pitch that misses high. Scott deals 1-0, and that's a fastball down low. Two 2-0 the count. Myers with a very short lead over at first. And the pitch. Hit in the air down the left field line. That is going to be caught in left field near the wall by Ochoa. 2 away. Myers holds it first. Here's Kyler Murphy. He's the catcher in tonight's game. Last night he was 1 for 5 as the left fielder. He's batting .322. So the left-hander against the left-hander Scott. Myers still over at first. Here's the pitch. And he takes down and away. Next pitch is a slider that misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes to count. The wind has more or less died completely now. 2-0 pitch. In on the hands, and it's fouled out of play. So 2 balls and a strike is the count to Murphy. And here's the pitch. Way outside with a fastball. 3-1. Anthony Anwia is on deck. And the next pitch is a ground ball fielded by the pitcher. He'll toss to first, and that'll end the inning. But the Crabs get 2 runs on 3 hits. There was an error and a runner left, and at the end of 1 inning of play, it's 2-0 in favor of the Crabs. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. Back at the Beautiful Arcata Ballpark, where the Crabs lead 2-0 in the top of the second inning. Thanks to Big Blue Cafe. Join them at Arcata's favorite cafe on the Arcata Plaza. They're at 846 G Street. They serve breakfast all day and lunch from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Everything's delicious and everything's fresh. Try them once. You'll go back again and again. That's the Big Blue Cafe, and it's on the Arcata Plaza. All right, Braun, Harrison, and Carter to bat for the Seals in the top of the second inning. Connor Braun is the first baseman, and he promptly grounds one out to shortstop. A nice easy hop for Fernlin. Throw to first, one away. Here's Harbor Harrison. He didn't play in last night's game.
Next up, number 20, Harbor Harrison.
Here's the pitch from Tucker. Fastball right down the middle. 0-1 the count. And the next pitch is a fastball misses low. Just misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. One hopper out to short. Fernlin spins. Throws him out. Makes it look easy. Nice play. Chase Fernlin may not be hitting, but he's definitely defending. He's playing an excellent shortstop.
Next up, designated hitter number 27, Micah Carter.
Here's Micah Carter, the DH. And the pitch from Tucker is a fastball right down the middle. I don't think Carter played last night. Nope. The 0-1 swaves at a slider, and it's 0-2. That pitch was way out of the zone. It fooled him badly. 0-2 the count. And the next pitch is in the dirt. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. Ooh, the fastball just misses low. So now the count is even at 2-2. That one's popped high in the air behind home plate. And Murphy under it and has it for the final out of the inning. Seals go in order in the second. Crabs lead 2-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. It'll be the bottom of the order for the Crabs, and Wea, Crow, and Lara. Crabs are leading 2-0. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Seals. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Crabs. Actually, the Seals have 1 error. So here's Anthony Nwea. He didn't play in last night's game, I don't think. Nope. And the first pitch to Nwea is inside. Nwea comes into this game batting .304. Here's the pitch. And the fastball misses down and in. 2-0. He has a couple home runs, 5 doubles. Here's the 2-0. There's a strike on the outside corner. So 2-1 now to Enwea with Crowell on deck. And the 2-1 is grounded through the right side for a base hit. So Enwea's on. And here's Crowell. Crowell didn't play in last night's game. Jack Crowell is hitting .238. Enwea has a short lead. Very short lead over at first. Here's the pitch to Crowell, and it's a breaking pitch down and in, nicely blocked by Cal Koga. The 1-0, Scott looks in for the sign and now comes home with a fastball on the outside corner. Like the starter of last night's game, I think his name was Kenny Winston. Kyle Scott, a very slow worker out there. Takes a long time between pitches. Here's the pitch, and that one breaks into the dirt inside, 2-1. Two and one the count. And here's the pitch. Grounded out to short. Should be 2. Tosses to second for the first. Back to first. It's a 6-4-3 double play. So both teams have turned a double play now. And here's Alejandro Lara. In last night's game, he was 0 for 3. He's hitting .229. And here's the pitch from Scott, way outside. The 1-0 pitch. And he takes that one low and outside. Here's the 2-0. Way inside, almost hit him on the back foot. 3-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the second inning, Crabs leading by 2. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. And that's a strike. And the pitch. Another strike, this time on the inside corner. And now the count full to Lara. Scott gets the sign, winds and deals. High hopper down to third, and he's up with it. Throw to first, inning over. No runs, a hit, no errors. There was nobody left, and at the end of 2, it's 2-0 Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the third inning. It'll be the bottom of the order for the Seals. Koga, Correa, and Page. With the Crabs leading 2-0. Wyatt Tucker out on the mound for his third inning of work for the Crabs. No runs, a hit, 1 error for the Seals. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors for the Crabs. Crabs are looking to go 25-4 on the season. Here's the pitch, and he pops it high in the air to right field. Blakeman, in his tracks, has it for the first out. So here's Luke Correa, the shortstop. Correa did not play in last night's game. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball taken for a strike at the knees. The 0-1. Another fastball right down the middle, and now quickly 0-2. Tucker throwing strikes. He has thrown 22 pitches in 2 1/3 innings. That pitch misses down and away, and it's been 18 strikes and 6 balls now, 24 pitches. Here's the 1-2, and he lines that one out of play. So still the count is 1-2 to Correa. And here's the pitch. Slider called strike 3 on the outside corner. Correa knew it. Adios. 2 away. And here's Kevin Page. Page did not play in last night's game. Page, left-handed hitter. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the third inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the inside corner for a called strike. Tucker just pouring the ball in there. Here's the 0-1. Fastball again right down the middle. Strike 2. Yikes. And there's called strike 3 right down the middle. That'll do it for Page and the Seals. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left at the end of 2.5. 2-0 Crabs. This is efficient Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to the Arcata Scoop. Try their homemade organic super premium ice creams and sorbets. Their daily flavors are posted on their Facebook page. The Scoop is at 1068 I Street in Arcata. They're open noon to 10:30 every day except Tuesdays. All right. For the Crabs now. Go back to the top of the order. Fernlin, McCarthy, and Aguirre. Fernlin singled in his first at-bat against Kyle Scott. This game moving right along, already in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And the 0-1 is swung on and missed. A big cut by Fernlin. No balls, 2 strikes is the count. And the next pitch is way outside. That one got away from him. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded down to third. He bobbles. He turns. He picks it up. He throws way offline. And that'll be an error on Page. Fernlin aboard. Second error of the game for the Seals. So Fernlin over at first now. Here's McCarthy. McCarthy hit into a fielder's choice in his first at bat. Scott looks over at first again, and now he decides to throw over there. Now a long look in, and Scott deals, and he shows bunt and takes the pitch high. So 1-0 to the McCarthy. Alex Aguirre on deck. Friday night, fireworks at the Arcata Ballpark. 1-0 pitch. Runner was going, and the pitch is hit down the right field line. That's trouble. On his way to third is Fernlin. They're going to wave him in. And it's going on his way to third now is McCarthy. They got him in a rundown. They're chasing him back towards second. The toss back, they got him. So McCarthy thrown out, 9-5-6. But he gets the RBI as Fernlin comes in to score on the double. And it's 3-0 Crabs. So 9-5-6, right field, third base to the shortstop who tagged him out. Fernlin scoring on the play. Here's Alex Aguirre. He doubled in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Took something off that one and had Aguirre out in front of it. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-1. That was a great throw in from right field by Drew Mount to Kevin Page to get McCarthy. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded down to third. McCarthy has it. Throw to first. Page has it. Nice play by Kevin Page over at third base. That ball kicked up over the bag and was headed down the line, and he reached behind him and grabbed it. And still had time to throw out Aguirre. So with 2 away, nobody on. Here's Ryan Myers, singled in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss. Myers way out in front of that one. Here's the 0-1. That one is outside. A ball and a strike to count. And he takes that one on the inside corner for a strike. Good pitch. 1-2 now to Myers. And the 1-2 swung on and missed, got him. Took something off and had Myers out in front of it again. But the Crabs get a run on a hit. There was an error and nobody left. And at the end of 3, it's 3-0 Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
completely mock cycling.
All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Crabs leading 3-0 in the top of the 4th inning. And Wyatt Tucker just sailing along, having now put down 7 seals in a row. The last 2 struck out looking. Back to the top of the order. Here's Alex Athanasio. And the first pitch to him is a breaking pitch that misses just low, 1-0. Athanasio singled in his first at bat, but then he was erased on the double play. 1-0 the count, and the pitch. There's a fastball on the outside corner, 1-1. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for the Seals. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Crabs. There's a ball that's grounded foul over towards the Crabs' dugout. So a ball and 2 strikes is to count to Athanasio. There's one hit high in the air down the left field line. That's going to go into the Crabs' bullpen. Here comes the 1-2. In on the hands, and he fists it out towards first base, but it drops foul.
Shout out from right field to Jay Adams of Arcata, who's 8. Happy birthday, you rock, Cub Scouts, Mac 95.
So still the count is 1-2 to Athanasio. And here comes the pitch. Called. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Athanasio didn't think much of the call. But that is the 3rd strikeout in a row, all of them looking by Tucker. And with 1 away, here's Manuel Ochoa. Grounded into a 5-4-3 double play in his first at bat. That was kind of funny. Murphy threw the ball down the 3rd, as they do after a strikeout. That was hit in the air down the left field line. That's going to be trouble. That's going to drop. Over to get it is McCarthy, and that's going to be a long single for Ochoa. Anyway, Murphy went to throw the ball to Lara, and at this time of day, the sun is directly in the eye of the third baseman, and Lara never saw it, so he just put his hands up, and the ball went right past him in the left field. That's why you only do that when there's nobody on base. Here's Drew Mount, the right fielder. He's 0 for 1. Runner at first, 1 out. Mount, big left-handed hitter. Tucker deals a fastball in there for a strike on the outside corner. Tucker has had excellent location. Not only is he throwing strikes, but a lot of pitches on the black. That one there, an example. 30 balls and 3 strikes and 8 balls now and 38 pitches. That one's low. 1-1 the count. Ochoa with a big lead over at first. Here's the 1-1, and that's a high hopper over to first. Myers will go down to second for 1. They go back to first, not in time. So Mount hits into the fielder's choice. Not much time for a double play there. The ball was hit very hard down onto the turf and took a very high hop, so by the time Myers fielded it, there was no chance for the double play. But Ochoa is forced at second, 3-6 for the second out of the inning. And with Mount at first, here's Braun, grounded to short in his first at bat. And here's the pitch to Braun. It's a breaking pitch in the dirt, blocked by Murphy. Mount goes. The pitch is fouled out of play. So a ball and a strike is the count to Braun. Mount's going again. This pitch is in the dirt. The throw down the second is not going to be in time, and he's got it stolen. So Mount now in scoring position. And the count 2-1 to Braun. Tucker sets, looks out at second, and from the belt comes home with a fastball that's grounded out to short. Fernlund scoops it up and throws him out. Inning over. No runs, a hit, no errors, a runner left at the end of 3.5. It's 3-0 Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning, Crabs leading 3-0. It'll be Blakeman, Murphy, and Enwia against Kyle Scott out for his fourth inning of work. Kyle Blakeman lined to left in his first at bat. Left-hander Scott winds, and here comes the pitch. And it's a fastball down and into Blakeman. The 1-0 pitch to Blakeman is taken on the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. High hopper over to third, and the third baseman never saw it. That's going to go into left field. That is definitely a problem in this ballpark for the third baseman. At this time of day, the sun setting in the west is directly in the line of sight of third base, and Kevin Page never bothered to even try to field that. He just never saw it. So that actually goes as a hit for Blakeman. And so here's Murphy grounded back to the pitcher in his first at bat. Blakeman with a short lead over at first. Here's the pitch. And that's lined in the gap in right field, but right field is there to get it for out number one. So Murphy down. Here's Enwia. He singled in his first at bat. Blakeman with a big lead over at first now. He's going. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. The throw down to second is not going to be in time. Blakeman with the stolen base. And let's see. How many is that now for Kyle? His seventh. That's his eighth stolen base. He hasn't been caught yet. So he's in scoring position with one out in the count 0-1 to Enwia. And now Scott wants the catcher to come out. And I think he wants to review the signs.
It's fireworks night at the end of the Walnut Creek Crawdads. We look forward to seeing you here for that.
All right, here we go. 0-1 now to Enwia. Here's the pitch. The runner's going again. The pitch is inside and no throw. Blakeman has that one stolen. The pitch was down and in. No chance for Cal Koga to get him at third, and he didn't even bother to throw down there. So 1-1 now the count with another run 90 feet away, and that one's popped high in the air to shallow center field. Athanasio has it. Here comes the runner home. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close, and the throw is offline, and it's 4-0 in favor of the Crabs. So Kyle Blakeman essentially stole that run, stealing second and then third, and coming home on the sacrifice fly by Anwia. And the Crabs are up by 4. Here's Jack Crow, grounded into the 6-4-3 double play in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. Fastball down low. One and 0 the count. And the next pitch is fastball down and away. 2-0 now to Crowell. The 2-0 fouled out of play, and that's going to make it out onto F Street. Two balls and a strike, the count. And here's the pitch. Ooh, right down the middle. Taking all the way was Crowell, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch. Slowly rolled out to short. Coming in on it is Correa. Throws on the run. Not in time. Crowell beat it out. That'll go as an infield hit. Ball was not hit very hard, and Correa had to work hard to get to it.
Next up, number 28, Alejandro Lara.
And here's Alejandro Lara. Grounded to third in his first at bat. So 2 outs, Crowell over at first. Very short lead over there. And here comes the pitch. And it's a breaking pitch, and it gets away from the catcher. Crowell's going down the second on the wild pitch. Scott bounced that pitch up there. So now Crowell in scoring position with the count 1-0 to Lara. And now he's going for third, and the pitch is down and in. The throw down to third is not going to be in time, and Crowell has stolen third. So the Crabs running wild on the bases now against Kyle Scott. And they're getting huge jumps against Scott. It's not much that Cal Koga can do because they're just taking off. Scott is not paying attention to the runners at all. 1-1 the count. With 2 outs, the stolen base to third is not that big of a deal. It'd still take a hit probably to score him. The next pitch misses down and in. That's a different situation than when Blakeman stole third with only 1 out, because then Blakeman was able to score on the sacrifice fly by Anwia. That can't happen here. Crowell needs a hit or a wild pitch or something like that. 1-2 the count, and there's a ground ball over to third, and it takes a high hop off the bag, and that's going to score Crowell, and everybody's going to be safe. Hey, I guess that's a hit. That ball, Page went over to field it. It hit the bag and skipped up onto his shoulder, a bad hop. And that'll go as an infield single for Lara. Tough break for the Seals, and now the Crabs up 5-0.
Leading the lineup for the Humboldt Crabs, number 3, Chase Fernlin.
Here's Fernlin, singled and a board on an error. And now the manager coming out to the mound to have a word with the whole infield. They've got everybody out on the mound. 5-0 in favor of the Crabs. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Crabs. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Seals. And a little break in the action here. So tough afternoon for Kevin Page over at third base. He made an error on Fernlin in the third inning. Then a ball hit right past him that he never saw here in the fourth inning that ended up scoring a run. And just now, that ball that Lara hit, he went over to field it, and it hit the third base bag and skipped up and hit him on the shoulder. So now the throw over to first, and Lara dives back. 5-0 Crabs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1 to Fernlin. Fernlin has singled and made it on an error. Lara takes his lead, and now another throw over there, and he dives back safely. Owen won the count. Lara with a big lead over at first. Here's the pitch. And that's lined through into left field for a base hit. Correa looked like he might catch that on the line, but it shot right past him. So another hit for the Crabs. Lara goes to second on the play. Fernlin's 2 for 3. And here's McCarthy, hit into a fielder's choice and doubled. Crabs up by 5, looking for more here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. See if the runners go here. And now he steps off and gestures towards second. They've stolen 3 bases this inning off Scott. Let's see if they go during this at bat. Now he's worried about it. Here's the pitch finally, and it's fouled out of play. Owen won the count. Runners take their lead. Lara at second, Fernlin at first. Scott looks out at second. Here's the pitch. In the dirt with a breaking pitch. Blocked by Koga. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to right field. The right fielder going back on it. He's got room, and he has it for out number 3. But the Crabs get 2 more runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left, and at the end of 4, they're up 5-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Crabs leading 5-0. into the top of the 5th inning. Harrison, Carter, and Koga for the Seals against Wyatt Tucker. Harbor Harrison grounded to short in his first at-bat. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Seals. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Crabs. Here's a fastball in the inside corner taken for a strike. And there's another one now on the outside corner taken for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2, tapped over towards third, but it's going to be a foul ball. Still the count is 0-2. Shadows creeping across the infield now. Everybody but the shortstop in shadow. There's a fastball that misses outside 1 and 2. The left fielder's in the sun, and so it's the center fielder, everybody else. Now in shadows as the lights are coming on at the ballpark. That's hit in the air to center field. Aguirre near the warning track has it. I believe that's only the third ball that's been hit out of the infield against Tucker. And with 1 away, here's Carter. Micah Carter, the DH, fouled out to first in his first at-bat. And here's a breaking pitch that misses away. 1-0 to Carter. The 1-0 swung on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 is a breaking pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. 1-2 the count. And the next pitch is a breaking pitch. Just got a piece of it and fouls it out of the park. So the count remains a ball and 2 strikes to Micah Carter. And here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got him. 4th strikeout for Tucker. That's the first one swinging. And here's Cal Koga. Fly to right in his first at bat. And the pitch to Koga is a breaking pitch and a beauty. Drops right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. The 0-1, that's another breaking pitch that's fouled up against the backstop, and he's quickly ahead of Koga, 0-2. 42 strikes, 13 balls for 55 pitches so far by Wyatt Tucker. Here comes the 0-2. Right down the middle, called strike 3. 5th strikeout for Tucker. It ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Seals in the 5th. Crabs lead 5-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Get set, go.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Harper Motors. We'll get back to thanking them as Alex Aguirre bats here in the bottom of the fifth for the Crabs. Aguirre has doubled and grounded to third. Here's the pitch and a big swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Kyle Scott out on the mound for his fifth inning of work. Crabs leading 5-0. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Seals. The next pitch is taken down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike now. The count to Aguirre. He'll be followed by Myers and Blakeman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Took something off and had him out in front a little bit. 1-2 now the count. The 1-2, hammered foul into the Crabs bullpen. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Scott winds and deals 2-2. Hit down the left field line. That's going to fall for at least 1. That's going to bounce up against the fence. On his way to second is Aguirre with his second stand-up double of the afternoon.
Next up, number 20, Ryan Myers.
That brings Ryan Myers to the bat. Singled and struck out so far tonight. So Aguirre out at second. Nobody out. Crabs looking to pad that 5-0 lead. Scott looks out at second. And now he deals a fastball in there for a strike. And now he steps off and gestures towards second. No play. Now a long look out in second, and he comes home 0-1 to Myers and misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. It's beginning to get chilly at the ballpark, and sweaters coming out now. Still a gorgeous evening. One and one the count. Runners going. The pitch is inside to throw down the third, and it looks like they finally did catch a Crabs runner trying to steal third. So Aguirre out 2-5. 1 away. Can't blame him for trying. Crabs have been very successful on the bases today. So he's erased. And the count's 2-1 now to Myers. Here's the pitch. Grounded in the hole on the left side. Picked up by the third baseman. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play. 2 away. Here's Kyle Blakeman. Line to left in the first inning, and then in the fourth inning he singled, then he stole second, then he stole third, then he came in on a sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch. And he hits it high in the air on the right side. Out on the grass is the first baseman and the second baseman. It'll be the second baseman, Harrison, to put it away for out number 3. So the Crabs go relatively quietly in the fifth. No runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left. And at the end of 5, it's 5-0 Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. It'll be Correa and Page, and then the top of the order, Athanasio for the Seals against Wyatt Tucker. Out for his 6th inning of work. Tucker has only thrown 57 pitches in 5 innings, and 44 of those have been for strikes, so he's been great. He leads 5-0. So here's Correa, struck out looking in his first at-bat, 1 of 5 for Tucker on the night. Here's the pitch, and there's a high hopper out to short. Fernlin backhanding. Long throw in time to get him. Nice play. Boy, Fernlin really has been looking smooth out there. And, you know, I think that's something that makes a big difference between the Crabs and other teams, and that's the execution of just the basic plays. And that wasn't an easy play by any means, but the point is that the Crabs are not making a lot of errors on the infield. There's a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. And when the fielding is steady like that, the pitchers just can settle down and throw strikes. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. He waved at that pitch down and away, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 is fouled out of play, just got a piece of it. Next pitch is grounded over to first base. Murphy bobbles it, but he picks it up and tags the bag himself for 2 outs. So here's Athanasio, singled in his first at bat. And then he struck out looking. He has 1 of only 2 hits for the Seals on the evening. Here's the pitch to Athanasio, and he takes a strike at the knees. The 0-1. High hopper out to short. Fernlin backs up, reaches up. Long throw is not going to be in time. That'll be an infield hit for Athanasio. That ball took several high hops, and the last one was over Fernlin's head. He had to leap up to grab it, and by the time he came down, there was no chance to get the runner. So Athanasio is aboard with his 2nd hit of the night. And here's Ochoa with 2 away. 3 hits now for the Seals in the game. And Athanasio's going, and the ball's hit in the left field for a base hit. He'll stay there at second, and now the Seals have runners on first and second with 2 outs. Here's Drew Mount, the right fielder. 0 for 2, flied out to right, hit into a fielder's choice. He also stole a base. So first and second, 2 away. Seals trying to get on the board, trailing by 5. Tucker looks out at second and deals a fastball that's fouled up against the backstop. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Misses down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Mount. Connor Braun on deck. Athanasio at second, Ochoa at first. Here's the pitch. Down low. 2-1 now to Mount. From the belt, Tucker comes home 2-1. Grounded out to second base. Crowell has it and throws him out to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left, and at the end of 5.5, 5-0 Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. New pitcher on the mound for the Seals in the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be T.J. Kasner, who was the shortstop in last night's game. And I don't have any statistics on Kasner as a pitcher or in any other way, except that I can tell you he's a right-handed pitcher. And he's on in relief of Kyle Scott with the Crabs leading 5-0. He will face Kyler Murphy, Anthony Nwia, and Jack Crowell. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Seals. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Crabs. The Walnut Creek Crawdads will be here this weekend for crustacean in a battle for crustacean supremacy. 3-game series. The Crawdads are always a good ball club, and always some exciting baseball when they come into the park. Plus, it's fireworks night on Friday night, so you're going to be making plans to join us out at the ballpark. Crabs season is dwindling away, by the way. We are already more than halfway through, and we're only going until the first week of August. And every year people say to me at the end of August, or more or less, or when school starts, they say, gee, the Crabs still playing? And I tell them sadly no. There's a fly ball to center field. Murphy is out on 1 pitch. And I say, sadly, no, the season ended several weeks ago. And then they always reply, oh, I really meant to get to a game this year, and I never made it. Don't let that be you, is all I'm saying. Life's short. Come out to a Crabs game. You will not regret it. And if you don't come, you will regret it. 1 out. Here's Nwia. 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch. And that one nearly hit him. Did it hit him? It glanced his uniform. And so Nwia will be awarded first base. That's the way to get hit by a pitch. That's the first hit batter of the evening.
Next up, number 12, Jack Crowell.
Here's Crowell. Crowell is 1 for 2. Hit into a double play and then singled and also scored a run in the 4th inning. So Nwia over at first. Now the hard throw over there, but Nwia wasn't really going anywhere. These Seals try to get tricky on the mound. Last night, the guy Perez tried to quick pitch a few times, and he got called on it finally. There's a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. And now this guy trying to catch Nwia, napping over at first. Didn't work either. 0-1 the count. And here's the pitch. Breaking pitch is hit in the air to shallow center field. The center fielder coming in, and he has a play on it, and there's 2 away. Here's Alejandro Lara, 1 for 2.
Next up, number 28, Alejandro Lara.
Lara grounded out to third in his first at bat, and then he singled back in the 4th inning. And another throw to first, and and we is back. He drove in a run with that single. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball on the outside corner. 0-1. So T.J. Kastner on in relief of Kyle Scott. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball again on the outside corner, this time at the belt, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 breaking pitch misses inside. Good take by Laura. 1-2 the count. And the 1-2 way outside, 2-2. Another throw to first. And we are back. The 2-2 pitch is line caught by the shortstop for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, a runner left, and at the end of 6, it's 5-0 Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, we're back. Top of the 7th inning now. This game rolling right along. Only an hour and a half in, and we're in the 7th inning already. And partially that's because of Wyatt Tucker having thrown only 69 pitches. 54 for strikes. He'll face Braun, Harrison, and Carter for the Seals. Braun is 0 for 2. He's grounded a short twice. And the first pitch to him is a fastball in there at the knees for a called strike. The 0-1 is hit high in the air to right field. And Blakeman coming in and makes the running catch for out number 1. So the one out, here's Harbor Harrison, 0 for 2. And the first pitch to Harrison's a fastball away. Want to know the count. There's a strike at the knees, 1-1. And that one's hit high in the air on the infield, left side. Fernlin under it, near second base, 2 away. Here's Micah Carter, the DH. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch, and he hits one high in the air and deep to left center field towards the 394 sign. And that is going to be gone. That's a home run right over the – no, that bounced over the sign. And that's a ground rule double. He hit it to the deepest part of the park, right in front of the 394 sign. And that hopped high over the fence. So that's a ground rule double for Carter. And that is the first hard hit ball of the evening against Tucker. And he just missed hitting it out. So Carter out at second now with 2 outs. And here's Koga. He's 0 for 2. Fifth hit of the game now for the Seals. And the pitch. Breaking pitch is in there for a strike on the outside corner at the knees.
We've got a winner in the stands. Person holding program number 57 has won something.
The 0-1 in there for a strike. Off-speed pitch, and he just floats it over the inside part of the plate. So 0-2 now, the count to Koga. And the pitch popped high in the air and foul over our heads and out onto F Street. So still the count is 0-2, and still Carter's out at second with 2 away. And the 0-2 is in on hands, and he fists it out towards shallow center field, and nobody's going to catch that. It's going to drop behind second base. Fernlund throws the ball in, but that's going to score a run for the Seals. So a little bloop base hit by Koga plates Carter, and it's 5-1 now in favor of the Crabs. And here's Luke Correa, the shortstop. Correa struck out looking and grounded to short so far tonight. All right, here we go. Tucker from the belt. Glances over at first and deals, and there's a strike on the inside corner at the knees. The 0-1 is fouled off the catcher's mask and up against the backstop, so 0-2 now is the count. The runner goes. The 0-2 is swung on and missed. The throw down the shortstop doesn't matter because that was strike 3 anyway. So the inning ends there with the strikeout to Correa. That's the 6th strikeout by Tucker. But the Seals get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors and nobody left. And at the end of 6.5, it's 5-1 in favor of the Crabs. Let's stay here for the 7th inning stretch with the Crabgrass Band and the best staff in the whole world. That was your 7th inning stretch. And now, in the bottom of the 7th inning, for the Crabs, it'll be the top of the order, Fernlund, McCarthy, and Aguirre. And this is still T.J. Kashner on in relief for his 2nd inning of work. Fernlund tonight is 2 for 3. He scored a run. Kashner sets, and here's the pitch. Fastball misses just high. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 breaking pitch is just low, 2-0. .605 folks at the ballpark tonight. 2-0 pitch. It's a fastball on the outside corner. 2-1 the count. Here's the 2-1. Fastball called. Strike on the outside corner. That was a good pitch. 2-2. Kashner throws quite a bit harder than his predecessor, Scott, did. Here's the 2-2. It has a breaking pitch that misses high. 3-2. And he's thrown some good pitches. Not always as consistent as he might want to be, but 3-2 the count. Now there's a right-hander warming in the Seals bullpen, and there's a line drive in the right field that is going to be not a diving attempt by the right fielder, and it kicks past him and on his way now to second. And he'll be in there safely is Fernlund. So that'll go as a double. Drew Mount tried to make a great catch as that ball was dying. It was hit hard, and it was a line drive, and he dived for it and missed it, and it kicked past him. And by the time he recovered, Fernlund was at second. So a double for Fernlund. That's his 3rd hit of the night. And it's good to see Chase Fernlund getting some hits, pushing his average up. Here's McCarthy. He's 1 for 3. Fernlund out at second. 5-1 Crabs. Here's the pitch. And he shows bunt and takes the pitch high. Kashner deals a fastball in there for a strike on the inside corner. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 bounces up there. It's 2-1 now. Two and one. Look at second. And he deals. Fouled hard past first base. Now there's a ball that got away from the bullpen, so there's a break in the action now. So 2-2 the count. This is another Seals pitcher who works mighty slow. I don't know if it's something in the coaching or what. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, and the count goes full. 3-2 the count. Nobody out. Fernlund out at second. And the pitch. Lined right back at the pitcher. That's going to be a double play as he tosses back to second to get Fernlund. So 1-4, a line out, a double play 1-4 is the put out. And with 2 away, here's Alex Aguirre. He has doubled twice tonight in 3 trips. And here's the pitch. Fastball down and away. 1-0 the count. And the next pitch is lined in the left field for at least 1. That's over towards the corner. Over to get it is the left fielder Ochoa. He's going for 2. Here comes the throw. He's in there. 3rd double of the night for Alex Aguirre. Just like the last one, he yanked it right down the left field line. And he hustled into second base. So here's Myers. He's 1 for 3, singled in his first trip, then struck out and then grounded out. So 2 outs. Aguirre out at second. Here's the pitch. Outside. The 1-0 misses high, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Fouled out of play. Two and 1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Aguiar leads off second. Kastner looks out there. And here comes the pitch. Lashed foul past third base. Now there's a right-hander warming in the bullpen for the Crabs. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, past third base and down the left field line. That's going to score another run. Myers will head for second. Here comes the throw, and it's not going to be in time. Back-to-back doubles, and the 3rd double of the inning have plated another run to make it 6-1 in favor of the Crabs. So Kastner getting hit hard now in this inning. He got lucky because McCarthy hit the ball hard too, but he hit it right back to him, and that ended up doubling off Fernlund. If not for that, this would be a much bigger inning than it is. As it is, another run has come in to make it 6-1 in the Crabs' favor, and now here's Blakeman, 1 for 3. Myers out at second now with 2 outs. And the pitch to Blakeman is a fastball. It's a strike at the belt. The 0-1 fouled up against the screen. Oh, and 2 the count to Blakeman. Myers out at second. Here's the pitch, and it's a high hopper over towards third. He picks it up, throws on the run, and that'll end the inning. But the Crabs get a run on 3 hits. There were no errors and a runner left. And at the end of 7, they're up 6-1. This is Crabs baseball, 1480. All right, new pitcher on the mound for the Crabs in relief of Wyatt Tucker, who was brilliant. It's Kyle Watkins. Watkins comes in. Let's see, with no record. But he has pitched 9 innings. In those 9 innings, he's given up 6 earned runs. He's struck out 11. He's walked 6 and given up 11 hits. He comes in with a 6-1 lead.
Don't forget to go by the souvenir stand and get yourself a 2017 program. All kinds of great info in there and history as well. Last year's
And it'll be the 9-hitter Page, and then back to the top of the order, Athanasio and Ochoa for the Seals, with the Crabs leading 6-1.
bringing the Seals into the 8th inning. 5. Number 5.
Actually, this is a pinch hitter. This is John, and he hits it high in the air, Segovia. He hits the first pitch high in the air on the left side, and Fernlin has it for out number 1. So this is Segovia, who played in last night's game, pinch hitting, and he promptly flies out, pops out to shortstop, 1 away. Here's Athanasio. He's 2 for 3. And Watkins deals a fastball in the dirt.
Sorry, Marcus Calamise.
Oh, this is another pinch hitter. This is Marcus Calamisi.
Seals. Number 31, Marcus Calamise.
Calamise will bat for Athanasio. And the next pitch misses away 2-0. I'm kind of disappointed. Calamise is not as fun to say as Athanasio. 3-0 pitch. Fouled high and out of play into the right field picnic area. It's not unpleasant to say Calamise, but it's not as fun as Athanasio. Three-one pitch. Ball 4. That is the first walk, I believe, issued by anybody tonight. That's the first walk of the game. The only other has been a hit batter, and that's it. So here's Ochoa 2 for 3, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Ochoa. 1 run, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Seals. 6 runs, 13 hits. No errors for the Crabs. Calamisi takes his lead, and the next pitch is a high hopper out to short. Should be 2. Fernlund scoops, throws to second. Back to first. It's a 6-4-3 double play to end the top of the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And at the end of 7.5, Crabs leading 6-1. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. New pitcher on the mound for the Seals is Brandon Ibsen, who played in last night's game. He did not pitch. He was the first baseman. So the right-hander comes in as the third pitcher of the night for the Seals. He's on in relief of T.J. Kastner. So it's Braxton Ibsen. And Ibsen will face Murphy and Wea and Crowell for the Crabs.
Starting it up for the Humboldt Crabs in the city, number 6, Tyler Murphy.
Oh, actually, Murphy and Wea and Crowell. That's what I said. Murphy and Wea. Murphy's 0 for 3. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Ibsen, who rocks and comes home with a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. Six to 1 in favor of the Crabs. Here's the pitch. Way outside. 2-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fouled up against the backstop. A ball and 2 strikes is the count. The 1-2. Foul tipped, you got him. So Murphy strikes out for the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Here's Enwea. He's singled, sacrifice fly, and been hit by a pitch. So he has 1 hit and 1 at bat statistically. And there's a breaking pitch down and away. 1-0 the count. One of the fastest games we've played all year so far. It's not even 9 o'clock, and we're already in the bottom of the 8th inning. Last night's game didn't end until about until about 10:20. So last night's game was over 3 hours. Tonight, by contrast, 2-0 now the count as that pitch goes all the way to the backstop. If things go this way, we'll be out of here in just over 2 hours. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled out of play. And part of the reason is there's only been 1 walk in this game. And walks are what can really consume time in a ball game, especially since a walk usually isn't just 4 pitches. It's almost always a deep count. So that means every walk at bat is probably at least 7 pitches. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. The 2-2. Misses low with a fastball, and he thought he had him. So a little bit of frustration on Ibsen's part now as the count goes full to Enwea. 1 out, nobody on for the Crabs. Here's the pitch. Broken bat, and he hits it foul, and that bat is done. Still the count is 3-2 as the ball skipped foul. And bits of wood all over the infield now. That bat kind of shattered. So we'll do it again with the count 3-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. So the count remains full. And here's the pitch. In the air to center field for out number 2. Here's Jack Crowell then. 1 for 3.
Give it up for the bat boy, Noah York. Next up, number 12, Jack Crowell.
And the pitch from Ibsen is hit in the air to center field. And going back is the center fielder. It was Athanasio. I'm not sure who it is now, but either way, it's out number 3. Crabs go in order in the bottom of the 8th. They lead 6-1. Stay tuned. Top of the 9th coming up. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the top of the 9th inning as the Crabs will send Andrew Najib Brush out to nail down win number 25. It'll be Brush against Brush against Mount Braun and Harrison for the Seals. Andrew Najib Brush comes into the game with a record of 1-2 in 23 1/3 innings pitched. He has an ERA of 4.24. He's given up 11 earned runs, struck out 30 walked 8 and given up 29 hits. So the Crabs leading 6-1 in the top of the ninth, looking for win number 25 on the season. And here's Drew Mount. Najee Brush rocks and comes home with a fastball right down the middle, 0-1 to Mount. Mount is 0 for 3, flied out, hit into a fielder's choice, and then grounded out to second base. The 0-1 misses low. A ball and a strike to count. Don't forget, Friday night, fireworks night. It'll be the Crawdads and the Crabs as the Carapaces will clash. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball out to second base. Crowell throws him out. One away. The game starts at 7. The fireworks will be right after the game. And then, of course, those same teams will meet Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be a great weekend at the Arcata Ballpark. And you're not going to want to miss any of it. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball is taken for a strike to Braun. Braun is 0 for 3. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss. A big cut there, and it's 0-2. Brush winds and deals 0-2. Fastball away, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Lined in the left field for a base hit. So Braun aboard with 1 out. Here's Harrison. Actually, this is not Harbor Harrison. This is number 25. This is Ian Bailey to bat for Harbor Harrison. I think Bailey played in last night's game. Yeah, he was in last night's game. He takes a pitch high. He was 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Braun over at first, 1 away. Top of the 9th inning with the Crabs up 6-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low. It's 2-0 now to Bailey. A 2-0 misses outside, 3-0. Just past the 2-hour mark in this game. Definitely the fastest game this year. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Ball 4. So that puts runners on first and second with 1 out now. And here's Carter scheduled to bat. This is Kastner actually batting for Carter. So Kastner went in as the DH pitcher. And he'll bat now. With runners on first and second, last night Kastner, as the shortstop in the game, was 2 for 4 with a double. He's got first and second with 1 out. 6-1 Crabs. Here's the pitch. It's a breaking pitch in there for a strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Bush deals 0-2, and he bounces it all the way to the backstop. That'll be a wild pitch, and the runners will move into scoring position. One and two the count. Braun over at second now. Third, set Bailey at second. Here's the pitch, and he pops it high in the air behind home plate. And Murphy has it for the second out. 2 away. They're down to their last out now, are the Seals. And here's number 7. This is still Cal Koga. Koga tonight is 1 for 3. So Braun's still over at third. Bailey still out at second. 2 outs now. And here's the pitch. Fastball away. The 1-0 is in the dirt, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Down low, 3-0. So Bush having a little control issue out there. He's 3-0 on this guy. He's got a wild pitch and walked a batter. Here's the 3-0. Ball 4. Walks him on 4 pitches. And that'll load the bases. With 2 outs. Here's Correa, 0 for 3. This is not Correa after all. This is Nolan Dempsey. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Dempsey. There's a strike at the knees. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2, and now the Seals are down to their last strike. Braun at third, Bailey at second, Koga at first. Here's the 0-2 from Najee Brush. In the air to left center field and deep. That is going to be caught on the warning track by the center fielder to end the game. No runs. There was a hit. There were no errors and 3 left. The Crabs win it by a final score of 6-1. 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Crabs. 1 run, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Seals. Crabs now 25-3 on the season. The win goes to Wyatt Tucker, who was great tonight. That's his 3rd against no losses. And the loss goes to Kyle Scott. Until Friday night, when Hoke and I will be here to bring you all the action. It's been a pleasure bringing you all the action tonight as the Crabs win another one, 6-1. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.